Medical Ethics and Law for 4th semester, Faculty of Medicine 1. Introduction. Definitions and Objectives A. Definition of medical ethics. Medical ethics refers to the moral principles governing the behavior of medical professionals in providing healthcare services to patients, society, and fellow professionals. Focuses on fulfilling patients' rights and the obligations of medical practitioners in daily practice. B. Definition of medical law. Medical law encompasses the legal regulations governing medical practice to protect patients' rights and ensure adherence to professional standards. Focuses on legal aspects such as malpractice, informed consent, and confidentiality protection. C. Learning objectives. To develop moral, ethical, and legal understanding in addressing medical dilemmas. To train students to recognize legal boundaries in medical practice. 2. Fundamental principles of medical ethics: autonomy, respect for autonomy. Respecting patients' rights to make decisions based on the information provided. Example: a patient has the right to refuse medical treatment, even if the doctor disagrees. Beneficence. Medical professionals must always act in the best interest of the patient, including providing beneficial therapies. Example: offering the best possible treatment based on the patient's condition. Non-maleficence. The principle of do no harm, meaning avoiding actions that could harm the patient. Example: avoiding treatments that are inappropriate or carry significant risks. Justice. Delivering healthcare fairly and equitably without discrimination. Example: all patients are entitled to receive care based on their needs, regardless of economic or social background. 3. Ethical aspects in medical practice: confidentiality. Physicians must maintain patient confidentiality unless the patient provides consent or in certain emergencies, e.g. infectious diseases posing a public threat. Informed consent. Physicians are required to explain the diagnosis, therapy, risks, and treatment alternatives to patients before performing medical procedures. Patients have the right to accept or refuse medical actions based on this information. Communication in difficult situations. Delivering bad news to patients or families with empathy and proper ethics. Example: using the SPIKES communication framework to systematically deliver bad news. Euthanasia and refusal of care. Addressing moral dilemmas regarding patients requesting to end their lives, euthanasia, or refusing medical care. Example: a terminally ill patient declining life support measures. 4. Legal aspects in medicine A. Laws and regulations in medical practice. Medical practice laws. Regulations governing medical practice vary by country. Includes licensing, medical obligations, and oversight by medical councils. Doctors' rights and obligations, rights. Legal protection in performing duties, receiving fair remuneration for medical services. Obligations, providing medical care in accordance with professional standards. Maintaining patient confidentiality. Patients' rights and obligations. Rights, to receive clear information, choose their physician, and maintain confidentiality of medical information. Obligations, to provide accurate information to doctors and follow medical advice. B. Medical malpractice. Definition of malpractice: failure to provide medical services according to professional standards. Causing harm to the patient. Types of malpractice: civil malpractice, breach of contract or obligation causing financial or emotional harm to the patient. Criminal malpractice. Actions violating criminal law, e.g., negligence leading to death. Administrative malpractice. Violations such as practicing without proper licensing or documentation. Handling malpractice cases. Resolved through mediation, litigation, court proceedings, or other mechanisms based on applicable laws. C. Medical documentation. Medical records. The importance of documenting all medical actions accurately in patient medical records. Medical records serve as legal evidence in disputes. Confidentiality of medical records. Medical documents may only be accessed by authorized parties or with patient consent. 5. Case studies in medical ethics and law. Euthanasia cases. Example: a terminally ill patient requests to discontinue life support measures. How should physicians respond in accordance with ethics and law? Malpractice cases. Example: a misdiagnosis or surgical error. How should such cases be legally addressed, and what is the impact on patient trust? Confidentiality breaches. Example: disclosing a patient's HIV status to a third party without consent. What are the legal and ethical consequences? 6. Interdisciplinary approaches. Collaboration with legal experts. Physicians often collaborate with legal experts to address medical disputes. Educating patients on their rights and obligations. Physicians are expected to educate patients about their rights and responsibilities in medical care. Enhancing ethical competence. Discussing case studies and providing moral training to young doctors to navigate complex ethical dilemmas. 7. Assessment and evaluation group discussions. Analyzing case studies to train students in dealing with ethical and legal dilemmas. Theoretical exams. Testing students' understanding of medical ethics and legal principles. Practical simulations. Training students to handle real-life scenarios, such as obtaining informed consent or resolving medical disputes.